Hey, Dean Allen here from Remax Sunset Realty. This is case study number 2 of the get as close as you can to the highest market price without going over using the Price is Right scenario. So in case study number 2, we have a property that listed for $249,000. Now at the time of the listing, 249 was a good solid. They had one that was pending that was going to close that justified that. We had another one that had sold within 6 months that had justified that. So either way, you had another comp that was going to help elevate that. And the mindset of the seller was, I don't want to leave anything on the table. So typically when a listing agent goes in, they hear that, they're like, let's go ahead and go along with the seller and we'll kind of talk them down a little bit. Now that leaves you a bad eye in the business, a black eye in the business, or a bad name, because you get the reputation of being someone who lists a house for whatever they want just to make them happy, because you're going to beat them up later, and that's not good business. So what I typically do is go in there with comps, and I explain to them a couple of things. Number one, you want to go to the absolute. You don't want to go above the highest in your neighborhood. Okay, and what will happen if you do that? It's going to sit on the market for a while. So you say, well, I don't want to leave money on the table. Instead, what you're doing is you're taking it out of your pocket and you're actually throwing it on the table. You're giving it away because no one's going to look at that property because it's overpriced. So you have taxes you've got to pay that every month goes up. It's prorated, taxes are paid in the rear, but that's more money it's going to take out of the sale of the house. You have insurance that you're paying, you have utilities you're paying, you have maintenance that you're paying, and you say, well, what maintenance? I'm not living in the house. Well, I understand that, but there's wear and tear. And I have had on many occasions where we've listed a house and somewhere along the line, it was listed for a couple of months, and all of a sudden, boom, the AC went out. $6,000 repair. So not fun. And that's a really hard nut for the seller to swallow when they're trying to get the absolute most they possibly can out of the price of their home. So on this particular scenario, went from the 249, we lowered it down, different increments. Finally lowered it down to 229.9. Well, first of all, it wasn't appraising out for two reasons. Number one, the older sale, the comp, it fell off. It was too old now, it didn't count. And the new one, it was pending, fell through. So we kind of banked on, potential. It didn't happen. So now the price went down, and the average price was about $225. We lowered the sales price down to $229.9, which is another strategy that I don't know both ways. One is go $229.9 is close enough to $230. $230 is what you really want. Another strategy is go with $230, because if people are looking at houses that are $230 to $260, you're going to get in there for $100. You get more bang for your buck. Either way, I know when my buyers are looking for $230 to $260, I go down to $200 to $280, and I work that, or maybe $200 to $300, and say, hey, let's just see what we can do with these houses. So either way, so yeah, here's what happened. It went down to $229.9, and when it went down to $229.9, we got several offers on it, and one person came in and offered $230, so we actually got more than our listing price. It was a good deal. Again, that agent knew, and the funny thing is, these people had another house, and the house fell through because it didn't appraise out. So this one appraises out. This one's good. It's a good deal. Again, you want to get as high as you possibly can to that market price without going over. Once you go over, you're basically throwing money on the table. So again, if you want to list your house, give me a call, 727-597-0478. You can go to my website, myrealtordean.com, or you can email me at myrealtordean99, this is my 20th year in the business, at gmail.com. Hopefully we'll be doing business soon. If you got any questions, give me a holler, and I'll see you real soon. All right, bye-bye.